So these Liquid Hope pouches, they get a little bit coagulated in there. So you have to shake them up. And then I get a quart-sized jar and a lid, skizzers, and we dump the Liquid Hope in here. And then we want about 1.5 times as much water. And I just slosh it around a little bit to get all of the remaining Liquid Hope in here. I look in there, still kind of gooey, so a little bit more, and we'll do just a little bit more. Since this is so gooey, and these go in the trash, since it's so gooey, we want to have it diluted with water quite a bit so that it can make it through the extension tube.
How gooey is it?
It's pretty gooey. It's not gooey like honey, but it's gooey. And then these are the syringes that we use for the random pumps. And if there aren't enough of them up here, then you just get another one from down here, which is what we're going to do. This plastic bag can go in the black bin over by the recycling, because we recycle plastic bags.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. Okay, and then I stir it up again because it can separate really easily. And then you just pull it right up. And he usually does 2 purple syringes of Liquid Hope, which we call random pumps. I like to call it also pumps of hope. And then we come over to Owen. Hi, Owen.
Hi.
We make sure that the feeding machine is turned off. It is turned off, but what you do to turn it off is you push the run pause button. So you pause it if it's running. You push pause, and then you push the top button here, the on-off button. And we come over to Owen.
Hi.
Hi. This is the feeding tube, and we want to disconnect this tube from the pump machine, but you want to make sure that you clamp this down first so that nothing comes back up through the extension tube. And you just turn it counterclockwise, lefty-loosey.
Counterintuitively.
Yep. And then bring the syringe over, thread it on about 1/4 of a turn, undo the clamp, and voila.
Yum.
Yum, yum. Before I disassemble the syringe from it, I want to clamp it again to make sure nothing flows backwards. And I get the second syringe, same thing. Thread it on, unclamp it, squeeze-a-roni, clamp it, take the syringe off, and I thread the tube to the pump back on, unclamp it so that the food can flow from the pump into Owen's belly. And then I'm gonna turn it on.
I don't want it on.
Well, just to demonstrate it, I will. And then I come back over here to feeding machine. I push on off. You see all those numbers that are coming through. You wait until this pattern happens. Then the next number comes up and stays stationary. And then I push run. And you see this little thing around the run that's going that shows that it's happening. And that's that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And cut.
And cut. The Liquid Hope then, after you're done with doing random pumps, it gets stored in the fridge. Sometimes it's good to put the date on top of it. I'm not going to do that right now though. And it's ready for the next one. Okay, then to clean the syringes, if I can't clean them right away, then I usually put them in a jar or in a glass, and I just fill it with water, and then I get some water inside the syringes. That's if I just have to let it sit there for a little while. If I'm gonna clean it immediately, then I just, with hot water, hot enough to touch, I just make sure that I wash off the threads here. Get some water through the syringe. Take it apart, dump it a few times, wipe off this part. And we don't use soap, we just use water for this. Same thing with the second one. Get any food off of the thread. Let some water go through the syringe. Open her up. Just water, no soap. And just set them over here to dry. And voila. Okay.
That's how you clean a syringe.
And that's how you clean a syringe.